What's up, guys? My name's Jake. You might be like, what the heck, Jake? How are you able to fly around the United States for free? Well, guys, it ain't free. It's $5.60. And that's still pretty damn good. Well, you don't want to know how I do it, okay? Well, it has to do with Turkish Airlines. Turkish Airlines, guys, they're my best friend, as you guys know. I use Turkish Airlines to book my United flights. You might be like, how the frick is that possible? Well, Star Alliance is a thing, that big alliance that all these partners and airlines, hang out with each other on. Yeah, so Star Alliance basically means you can use Turkish Airlines to book United flights for 7,500 miles each way. And that's not a lot of miles here in the points and miles game, guys, so it's pretty much just $5.60 that comes out of your pocket. I guess I'll show you how I do it. I'm literally flying from JFK to Colorado in a week. For free, bro. For free. Okay, let's get started. Well, guys, so you probably want to take a nice vacation because, it's been a little rainy. Or maybe you want to go visit some family. I guess what you're going to want to do is, pull up a chair, hop on to Google Flights. Oh, man, Google Flights. And find a United flight. It ain't that bad. It ain't that hard, okay? Put your dates in. Put your location in. Find a United flight. Once you find a United flight, go to their website and go find another United flight by typing in the same exact dates, the same exact location, and find the flight that you want to take. What do you mean by that? Well, figure it out, man. It's the same exact flight, the same exact time, right? It's just the one that you found in Google Flights. Once you find that in United, let me know. Okay, so once you find that in United, it's time that we figure out if it's possible to even book it for free. Well, it's possible. Probably. You got to look for Saver Award, guys. Look for that Saver Award banner under the flight that you want to take, and you might not find it right away. You might be like, well, I could go on the 23rd, but I guess if I just move it over one day, the Saver Award shows up on the 24th. So, I guess I could just book it on the 24th. Grandma can wait for me. She barely knows what day it is anyway. So, hey, if you could do that, then props to you, man. Go ahead. Try to find a Saver Award. You might got to shuffle around a couple of days. Sometimes the longer you wait, or the further out in advance you book the flight, right, the easier it is. The easier it is to find the Saver Award. Find it. Let me know. Congratulations. I'm so excited. You finally found one. Woohoo. Okay, what you're going to do next is hop on Turkish Airlines website, and this is where it gets fun, man. Turkish Airlines. Yeah, so make an account. It's not that bad. They won't email you a bunch of shit, okay? It's not that big of a deal. Sign up. It's free. Put your email in and figure that out. Sign up. Then you're going to want to figure out how to book the flight. So on Turkish Airlines' amazing website, you can go ahead and try to find the Book with Star Alliance partners. That's the best way to find the flight actually, it's not the best. It's the only way to find the flight that you're going to want to book. So now that you know your Saver Award is sitting there right for you in Turkish, all you got to do is find it. So you're just going to put in the same exact dates for the third time, but this time you're doing it in Turkish Airlines' search engine. So we did it in Google, we did it in United. Now we're going to actually book it in Turkish Airlines. I'm going to just hang in there. We're going to book in a sec, but you're going to want to search and find it. And once you find it, you'll see. Scroll down, guys. Scroll down on the same exact website. Yep, right there. Okay, see 7,500 miles? Yeah, that's what you want. That's the one that you're going to book. See how you can actually book it? If you can't find anything, you're messing up, man. It probably wasn't a Saver Award, because if it's a Saver Award in United, it's going to be able to book for 7,500 miles in Turkish. Hang on, I'll tell you what's going on here. So there was this annoying thing where you'd have to call them to book it, but apparently Turkish Airlines fixed their website, and now everything reflects pretty accurately. But I wouldn't be 100% sure and confident that, maybe their website isn't perfect and they're missing some flights in the award availability. So there's a chance that you see the Saver Award on United's website, but you just don't see it on Turkish's website. You don't see that 7,500 miles. Or maybe it says there's no availability. This annoying banner. Yeah, that's annoying. You can call them if you really want to be gamer about it. If you want. I'm not going to tell you how to do that. You're going to have to Google that, but it's annoying. You're going to have to call them like 4 times. They can't even use their own website either. Let's just move on now. Okay, so now that you see that flight, go to your points system here. It's going to be Capital One, Bilt, or Citi, because they are the only ones that can transfer to Turkish Airlines. So if you don't have a Citi card or a Bilt card or a Capital One card, you're going to want to get one right now. Sign up, spend $4,000 in 3 months, and get the 7,500 miles on the Capital One Venture X. So once you've done that, you can take your Capital One miles, and transfer them to Turkish. So how are you going to do that? Well, you're going to go ahead and sign into Capital One and then go to the Convert Miles button. Click that, paste your Turkish Airlines members miles and smiles number in there. Yep, you get it. Paste it in there. Put the miles you want to transfer, in this case 7,500, because we just want to book one at a time. If you want to book both one ways at a time, you can transfer 1,500, but make sure you find 2 save rewards for your there and your back. But don't do anything yet, okay? Because we're not just going to transfer points and book something like this like out of control. This is unhinged behavior because we haven't calculated the CPP yet. You want to know what CPP is? It's not PPP. It's cent per point. Let me explain. So before you transfer your 7,500 miles over, you're going to want to make sure this is actually a good flight to buy, because sometimes we care about our value here in the points and miles game. We might even care so much that it might just be a little consuming, and maybe we care too much. But guys, you don't want to book a flight. Let's say you could take an American Airlines flight the same day, and it's like $100. Just okay, $100, not that bad. And maybe you're booking a United flight that's, I don't know, $200 for some reason. It's about the same time. So you might as well not calculate the cent per point value for the $200 flight when you can just take the $100 flight anyway. I mean, unless you're really loyal to United, but who the heck would want to pay an extra $100 to take a flight that you don't even want to take anyway? You just pay for the American one. So here, let me just explain a little bit more, okay? Hang on. So if you have a credit card, you probably have a travel portal. Capital One, Chase, Citi, you know how it goes. So you're going to want to beat the portal. What I mean by this is don't just randomly go for the Turkish Airlines redemption if you're not making more value than your own portal, because your own portal is easier than transferring all these miles over and creating a headache. It ain't that hard to do, but hey, if you don't want to transfer, you don't have to transfer. If you have the CSR, the Chase Sapphire Reserve for an instance here, you're going to get an automatic 1.5 cents per point floor on all of the flights that you're going to be searching for. Like if you go ahead and search inside of Chase and you find a flight that costs, I don't know, 6,000 miles or something, because maybe it's like, what is the math here? $90? I don't know. You know what I mean? But if you find a flight that's less than the Turkish Airlines miles and smiles redemption, aka the miles cost less than 7,500, then just book it in the portal. The reason why I like to use Turkish is because most people don't have the ability to get higher than 1.5 cents per point in the portal because they don't have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, or you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred and then you're getting 1.25 cents per point in the portal. Cents per point, guys, what does that mean? Well, it's the amount of cents that you're paying per your point. Let's say you have a $150 flight and you divide it by the 10,000 miles that you would have bought it in the Chase portal, you're going to get 0.015, and that's $0.015. Multiply that by 100 to get cents, because you want to take your cents, move the decimal point over by 2, and now you got 1.5 cents per point. Does this make sense? Do we need to go over another example? So if it's more than 7,500, do Turkish. If it's less, then don't. It's that simple. Do you get it now? Okay, now that we know that rant's over, okay, just transfer the points over. Now that we know the flight, we already figured that out. Transfer your points over. It's going to take about 15 minutes. Don't freak out, man. Hit the button, 7,500 miles, transfer it over from Capital One, City Built, whatever you want. It's going to take a little bit here. There's actually a chart right in front of me. You'll see it. Do you see it right here? Yeah, that just tells you how long it takes to transfer. It's pretty helpful. I like to look at it. I know it says instant for Capital One. It may say instant. I haven't checked. It says instant, I'm pretty sure, but it doesn't actually go instant in my opinion. It's more like, or my experience, it's more like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but it's pretty quick usually. You're not going to sit there for an hour. And yeah, you'll get an email when it's done. So you'll transfer those points over, go back to Turkish, and just finish the booking. Just click on the 7,500 miles, click on that. Go down, follow the instructions. It's going to be easy from here. Put your credit card in, pay the $5.60 charge for the taxes and fees, and then you're going to get an email with a 6-digit confirmation code. Go ahead and grab that confirmation code, open the United app, put the confirmation code in with your last name. It'll be so simple. You won't even realize you booked it with Turkish. You can check in 24 hours from your flight right on the United app as normal, and add the mobile boarding pass right on the United app. Everything is United from here once you put that 6 digits in, and you're done. Enjoy the flight. Enjoy the channel. Please subscribe if you want to see more content. As always, I appreciate you guys so much. If you want to support the channel, you can check out my links in the description. And I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thank you. Bye.